What's up, YouTube? I'm out here today. I got blessed with the opportunity of linking up with a childhood best friend. I'm not trolling when I say I haven't chilled with this dude in probably 6-7 years, so it's a pleasure to be able to come see him, talk to him about his aspects and his thoughts on Elmira and what maybe can be helped. It's just another person, another thought, and another opinion, you know? And within that time of not hanging out and not seeing each other, he developed a business himself of breeding pit bulls and bulldogs. And so I'm very proud of him for that, you know, turning nothing into something like we all need to do and try to do, you know. Super proud of him, super thankful that he's giving me the opportunity to come into his home and see what's up and just talk, you know, chill, have a little smoke session and just see how he burning. What's his thoughts on everything going on lately. I'll see you guys in a minute. He'll sit down and pull out some puppies and just have a nice little video for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoy. See you in a minute. Living up in Elmira, you know what I mean? How you turn nothing into something. And just have a good time, chat about these dogs and whatnot. Get to learn about each one, what's his plans with them, how he came about having each one. Just learn a little bit about his side. I'm not really gonna be doing too much talking. We're here to learn about him. Yeah. So what's up, man?
Nah, me and Almighty Bullies. Got the dogs here. Staying all of them. We got about 23 dogs in the camp. Got a lot of co-owns, work with a lot of people. I mean, shout out Thrace Bullies. Dolce. Come here.
Come on, boy.
Come here, Dolce. Dolce, here. Dolce. Him, I got him from Thrace Bullies, actually. And he gave me a female that's not here right now. She's living with my peoples. But he's a champion Aries grandson, and he has a lot of nice blood in him. We're actually going to be breeding him tomorrow to a nice standard female. This will be his first in-house breeding. It's going to be his first in-house breeding, and hopefully creating the next big thing. Take that dog to shows, know what I mean? Produce the next big thing. That's all we're looking for, is to produce the next big healthy dog.
So tell me a little bit about how you came upon Dolce.
Shit. Honestly, bro, I was working a full-time job. Honestly, put in 70 hours every week just to get him, paying $600 on him every 2 weeks. I mean, it wasn't easy getting him. Semi-deposit made payments on him. My boy brought him out off the first deposit. He was just like, here, sign the contract. You know what I mean? I got you, like, just straight business, just good business all around. But yeah, honestly, in all honesty, he's my cheapest dog as well, but he's my best dog. My best dog I could ever have.
So, like, is he mixed with anything? What's his full breed?
Nah, he's a pure breed American Bully, but he's an XL.
XL?
All these dogs right here are American Bullies.
Okay. How old is he?
He's 1 year old, will be 2 years old in this August.
2 years old in August. Same month as me. So what's your plans with him overall, long term?
Honestly, bro, as far as breeding goes, it's not really gonna be long term. I really want to use his sons. Like, he's my dog, he's my pet. Like, he's my main man. Yeah. He's my first ever bully. He introduced me to all this shit. He introduced me to the shows. Right. He showed me what a real dog is like, how a dog protects you, all that shit. I mean, he's a real life, a man's best friend.
Yeah, I feel that. I fuck with that. How many shows has he been to overall?
He's been to 4 fun shows and 3 confirmation shows.
Okay. What's placed there, man? He has any?
Nah, he hasn't won really anything because had my kid every single time, so
Yeah.
had to cut it short a couple times. So
yeah.
I mean, we really didn't get to stay for the shows that we wanted to compete in. So
Understandable things happen.
but he's been being seen, so that's really all that matters at the end of the day. People know him, people know me. We're just trying to get our name out there, trying to build off our name.
Yeah. And I'm thankful you giving me the opportunity to be here and put you on my stuff. And I hope that I can help you anyway. Everybody that watched my video, go look at his stuff, his Facebook, Almighty Bullies. You can see a lot of photos of dogs and that he came across and bred, and it's beautiful. I love what he does and how he did it, man. I'm very proud of this man for doing this. Now, what about this one right here? I'm very interested in this one because of his eyes. Right?
Oh yeah. So him?
Yeah.
He's actually interesting. I got him off the same person I got her off of, actually, over here. But he's actually a blockline bully, Jux's son, which is a upcoming popular stud. He's honestly popular now, but he's an upcoming popular stud. And he's next in the game. Like, this boy is 9 months, bulled up, tight rear, blocky head. The only thing about him is he has a birth defect, and it's called heteroteroma, I believe it's called. And he has 2 different colored eyes, if you guys can see. He has 2 different colored eyes.
We'll post a picture up of his up close so you guys can see what he's talking about.
Yeah, but that's his only birth defect. And he has 2 different colored eyes. That's really the only flaw about him. But tight rear, everything nice is about this boy. I had to grab him up when I seen him. These 2 right here are actually cousins. Him and her. They have the same grandfather, RIPK2. He just passed not too long ago. Nice stud. I want to say his stud fee was $8,000 or something like that. Like, his dog game is crazy. But got pay to play. I mean,
I forgot to ask you a question. You say his name's Dolce. How'd you come across that name for him?
Dolce, my wifey actually came up with it. So we were just thinking, and his name at first was Revenge. His name was Revenge, I want to believe it was. And I just wasn't, I don't know, bro. He just looked like a designer dog to me. He just stuck with me. He just stuck with me for real.
How'd you come up with the name Don Julio for him?
Funny story. So he actually, first day I got him, I was drinking a bottle of Don Julio. I was obviously going through something. I had left him unattended for literally 2 minutes. I came back and he was licking my Don Julio. And I didn't even have a name for him or anything yet. And I was just like, yeah, his name is Don Julio.
We all know how dogs can be, man. They get into things, man, unintendedly and
He's
stuff.
still here, though. That's all that matters, man. He's a
Yeah.
perfectly healthy dog.
Yeah, beautiful, man. It's beautiful. I definitely interested in that one. This one right here, he's a bear. Call him a bear. What's up, buddy? What's up? Well, what about Prada, man? Talk a little bit about Prada.
Where Prada? Prada. Prada. Hey, Julio, back up. So this right here, this blue tri female right here, she's my main girl. She's gonna be the star of the camp. I haven't bred her yet, and she's gonna be the star of everything. But she's a K3 daughter, which makes these 2 blood related because they're cousins. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna line breed them together to make the next big thing, to make the blood come together, the line pop back together. Everything's just gonna be nice. The overall temperament is gonna be nice. Structure as far as you want, rear, a movable small dog. That's all we want. We want movable dogs, we want functional dogs, we want dogs that live 12, 13 years. We don't want dogs that live 5, 6 years. We want dogs that live a good life. Yeah. That's what we breed for, is the dogs that live a good life.
Yeah, absolutely. How old is she?
She is 2 years old. He's 9 months old, and he is 1 year old coming up on 2.
So how long have you had all 3 as a bunch?
I've had him since he was 12 weeks old. I've had her since she was 4 months old. I've had him since he was 16 weeks old. So he was a puppy, but he was already as big as him.
Go ahead and leave a comment in the video on which dog you guys like the most and which dog is your favorite here. What's the if you were ever to sell each one of these dogs? I know they're very exotic. What's the pricing on them?
I'm not gonna lie, these are my pets. So as far as my pets go, I really want to sell them unless it goes really for some outrageous ass price and I couldn't resist it.
Right.
But even then, I probably still wouldn't even part with these three. These three at all.
Now, before the camera was rolling, you was talking a little bit about how you want a dream dog. What in your eyes is a dream dog to you?
My dream dog, bro, is honestly something bigger than him, but with her frame. If you know what I mean.
Okay.
Like her muscle out of it. Come here. Out of it. Her structure, her rear, because her rear is tight skin, everything. She's the perfect dog. She can move perfect. I just want that perfect frame on him, because he has more like. He has more of that terrier body, but he has a bully look to him.
Right.
And that's what I really want to put more on him, is that bone, that overall nice frame, that big head, that movable structure, that nice tight rear, full tail, like overall full healthy dog. That's all I'm looking for something bigger, but something healthy. As well as keeping it bullies.
Is there anything else you want to let us know about these dogs before we get into the other topics that we got at hand?
I mean, not really. Honestly, not really. The dogs, they're the perfect dog, the perfect best friend, American Bully. Like, I definitely recommend everybody to get an American Bully. Like, if anybody asks me what type of dog should they get, I say American Bully. Not just because I have them, but just because I've raised over 70 American Bullies. Like, I know what it's like, and I know the different temperaments that they carry, but they're literally all so sweet. And where they come from, it don't matter where they come from. They can come from a backyard, and they're still gonna, when they change their environment, they're gonna be the best dog ever. Like, you wouldn't even know that they were living in a backyard type shit. And that's what I love about them, bro. It don't matter what they went through. They're the type breed that if they know that you're a good person, they're gonna come to you and know that you're a good person.
Right. Now I can say, now I was telling him with my passive dogs, I'm terrified of dogs right now because I was chased down by a dog and I was bitten, so I'm very skeptical. And I was very skeptical on doing this video because you can see these dogs, like, they're not the average type. And I can say when I came here, they were all friendly, not aggressive at all. Like, all came right up to me, let me pet them, no biting, no barking. Like, they're just very friendly dogs, very friendly.
So that's the thing, I keep my dogs friendly. That's also, dogs are only going to be mean with their environment. My dogs are in a good environment. They're around kids, they're around adults, they're around people all the time. So they're around people, so it's not even like they're just dogs. Like, they're really family type shit. They're not just dogs.
Siblings at that point, right? This your brother and your sister.
My daughter can smack him, not that she does, but she can smack him with the toy, all types of shit, and they're not gonna do nothing to her because they know, like, she's trying to play with the stuffed animal, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're really her best friend. They're really her best friend.
Man, I appreciate you letting me be around them and introducing us and my YouTube fans to them and stuff. It's very a pleasure that you even allowed me to your house and having this conversation and stuff. Now, we're gonna get into some other topics. We'll be right back, YouTube. Time to talk about some real stuff, you know, while we got the time and while I'm here with him, about some Elmira, what we go through, what we've been through. Like I said, I haven't been with him in a while, so I'm interested to hear some things that he's overcame and been through in these streets. We all know it's let's get it how you live out here. So let's just hear what he got to say. I'm gonna ask him some questions. Just hear his side of what's going on out here. So the main thing I want to get into you with real quick is, what do you think about how the community is handling abandoned buildings and stuff like that? Like, how do you think we could handle that better?
So I ain't gonna lie, if we take all the abandoned things and make them into homeless shelters, or even places for people to get food for free, because there's a lot of people that's homeless and that shouldn't be homeless. There's people that live under bridges. They're closing under the bridges because they don't want people under them. Like, the people are not hurting nobody. I don't see why they're making these big properties abandoned, and why they're not doing anything with them, because our town's not broke. They play broke, but our town's not broke. It's just, I don't know, this town is crazy, bro. As far as abandoned buildings, bro, I don't know. I don't really know how I feel, because if I had the money and if I had the time to invest in it, I would do it all day, but that's not something for me to step on. That's not, because there's a lot of people that feel a different way about it. People want them to be torn down. Some of them places have history. People don't want them torn down, make them into something like, oh yeah, that's the old homeless shelter, that's the old abandoned place that used to be there. Like, people want to remember it for good things. People don't want our abandoned stuff torn down. Like our Southside Brands Park pool? It just got torn down because what?
Go check out my video on that, by the way.
But I mean, it's just simple stuff like that. We ain't get to live that, but it's just stuff like that. We got to hear about it, but now that it's gone, like we're not gonna be able to tell our kids about it. They're gonna be like, oh, that's not nothing. That's a splash pad now. I don't get it. We got enough splash pads. I don't see why.
I definitely feel like we could have took the money, instead of rebuilding a splash pad, we could have definitely rebuilt the pool and gave our generation, because us growing up, that was already abandoned. We ain't never get to grow. We ain't never get to go there, go swimming and stuff. We ain't never get to build memories there. So we look at it like that, you know, it's kind of messed up. We could have definitely rebuilt it, but it is what it is. And if you go watch my video, my first ever video, you see that there was a children living on the riverbed out there in the summertime. And if we're breaking all these buildings down, why not build them for these people? And I've been saying that in my videos. And if you go across some of my videos, and some of the buildings that I'm doing are all getting fixed up. The White House that I did the video on is getting boarded up, got papers on it, that's getting fixed. Like, and the mansion, that's getting fixed. Like, my videos, I don't know if it's my videos that's impacting, but it's definitely spreading awareness, and I think somehow speeding the process on getting things fixed. So I was just interested on hearing his side of that. Now, to get into the real aspect of things, what do you think about our modern day, like, drugs and gangs and stuff like that? Like, how's it impacted you growing up in Elmira?
I ain't gonna lie, it hasn't really impacted me much, because I really grew up on some different shit. I grew up in a strict household. Like, it really wasn't running the streets. I wasn't really running the streets until I started messing with all these females and shit. Got into all different types of bullshit. You know what I mean? But that happens. Like, you go through things and it opens your eyes. Like, I got 2 beautiful kids now.
Blessed. Two beautiful babies. Blessed.
But yeah, it hasn't really impacted me much, just because I grew up on a strict household. I didn't grow up much up on love, but I grew up strict, so I know what it's like. It's hard love at the end of the day. So it's like, that's all I know is hard love.
I get that. Definitely growing up in a strict household, but still, like, growing up the way you do, you come around people and you introduce yourself into people, and loved one, like, friends pass and get caught up in things.
A lot of friends pass, but that's the era nowadays. Like, you say something to hurt somebody's feelings, like, you just don't shoot a fair one. You're shooting your gun, or you catch them whacking and you shoot your gun. Like I don't see it, bro. Like this day is weird. This whole era is weird. Like the little gangsters is weird. Like it's all this whole town about the whole, like, it's just the whole world. It's not even just this town. Like everywhere is the same way. It's just bigger populations and bigger things, bigger drugs, bigger guns. I mean, it's not even just us. Like everybody goes through this shit. Everybody goes through the gang shit. Everybody goes through the fighting shit. Everybody goes through the getting shot at because you're with the person that has beef with somebody that you didn't even know about. Like it's just a whole bunch of bullshit. Like everywhere you go, it's gonna be like that. Everywhere you go, it don't matter. Just gotta stay to yourself, stay motivated. I mean, have a goal and go for it. If you can't go for it, go for another one. Don't ever stop pushing.
And how do you think, like, social media impacts the youth growing up nowadays on what you can just go on your phone and look up? 'Cause I know I can go on my phone and look up some crazy things. How do you think that impacts the youth?
I honestly feel like social media shouldn't even have been a thing, bro. Because we think social media is a whole different life. You could make your whole life different on social media and live a whole different life in person. Like, not even in person, but in real life. So as far as social media, bro, social media has definitely had a big impact. I mean, like, there's fucking 7-year-olds that have Facebook. There's 6-year-olds. Like, there's little kids that shouldn't be even having a phone. Honestly, at that age, I didn't have my first phone until I was 13, 14 years old. Like, why are these kids having phones at 6, 7 years old? Like, I don't get it. Social media has definitely impacted the whole, like the whole world.
Now, I want to cut you off right there. You say that you haven't had a phone since you were 13, but I remember back in school, I was doing everything I could to trade you for a motherfucking phone or some shoes.
I was 13 years old, bro. Yeah, that's what I was getting my first phone. I was trading everything I had to get a phone. When I got grounded, I would get a phone, took it away. So
now I'm telling you, when
I was a pretty boy.
Now I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I would get like me and this bro. Like we would go back to forth with the trading stuff, bro. But I had like 5 phones at one point. He'd had like 6 phones at one point. Like it'd be crazy or something. Like,
every single trade.
It'd be nutty with the trades, bro. With the shoe trading.
I was always grounded because my grades wasn't always the best in high school because I was worried about females.
Yeah.
I was a smart kid, but I was worried about the wrong shit. I was skipping school.
We all been there, man.
Leaving school.
Let me ask you the most famous question, bro. And I'm pretty sure I know the answer to it. If you could go back in time and redo everything, relive school, relive all that, would you do it?
No.
No?
I don't know.
No? Okay, you probably say that because you got that high school diploma already, so you ain't trying to go back.
Not even that, bro. It's not that I don't like school. I just don't like being around people.
Facts. Okay, I feel that. Most definitely, bro. But I feel like if I could go back, bro, I'd do it a lot different. I made a lot of enemies. You know what I mean? Growing up the way I did, bullies and shit. You know what I mean? I made a lot of enemies in my life and shit. So I definitely do it different. You know what I mean? But I would have not did a lot of people as dirty as I did growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that too.
Cause I done did a lot of niggas filthy for no reason, bro. I did. So that's one thing I wish I could go back and redo if I had a chance to. You know what I'm saying? All love to everybody that watches this video and like, nah, nigga, you don't rob me, don't beat me up for no reason, or did all that and the third. You know, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I was going through it as a jet. No father. Well, I had a father, but then now, you know what I mean, guidance was just messed up growing up as a jet, kind of, so it was just hard. But back on the topic, though, so you say social media shouldn't exist. So what do you think should have happened? You think, like, no phone should have happened? We should have stayed modern day era? Should have just stayed?
Honestly, not even the no phone thing, because I feel like a phone is important. A phone is definitely important to have at all times. Just like a pager was back in the day. Like, you needed to pay somebody to get in contact with somebody while they're out, but they didn't have social media. So I feel like, as far as a phone goes, like, I feel like we shouldn't have had social media, but definitely a phone, because the phone is important. Like, you gotta get in contact. You gotta think about it. Like, a family emergency. Like, you could be at work and you have a family emergency, and the only way to contact you is to pull up, or
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
and that's not realistic nowadays in the working field.
So if you could spread a message to all the young boys out there right now that might come across this video that might be going down the wrong path, that think they might be in the right path because of wrong guidance or whatever they might have went through, what's one message that you would get to them?
Shit, put the gun down and get a job. Where
Gangster. I couldn't say it better myself.
Put the guns down and get a job, because
That's
probably the best guidance you're gonna ever find. You're gonna build, especially if you find a job you like, you're gonna find that uncle, father figure that you look up to. You even come across a customer like, oh nah, he's different. He gives me all different energy. Like, I gotta get in contact with him, keep in contact with him. Like, some people you just can't let go. Like, I'm just that type of person. Like, I see somebody, I mess with their energy. Like, I see them, I'll be like, what's up? How you doing today? I mean, like, I show love to everybody.
Facts. I understand where you're coming from that, because out of the jobs that I work from, I came across some good people, and like, I'm still in contact with them people to this day, like, good people, you know what I mean? Like, you come across people, and that paycheck, that feeling of getting that paycheck, bro, like, it's nothing. And like, when you hustling, bro, and you out there on that corner, there's so much you gotta risk. You know what I mean? Not only are you risking your freedom, you're risking your time, you're risking your money at the end of the day too. Because as soon as the cops roll up on you, or some people roll up on you, your chance of your money getting taken, cops taking your money, taking your stuff, wasting your time. Like, and you get that paycheck, that's money you work for, ain't nobody taking that. You know what I mean? That's you. You know, and it's just, and it's I look at work as an exercise, as money, and I just try to look at it as motivation in every way possible. You know what I mean? Because most niggas don't like getting up. I'm not a morning person. Are you? I can't.
Not, but I got to, bro. 5 days a week, I have
you feel
to.
me? So,
you know what I mean?
It's using something to motivate you. It's that motivation. Money, anything to motivate you to get up and just do things the right way. Legal is just the best way. Legal money is the way to go, man. Like, I still have yet to see a jail cell, you know what I mean? I'm 21 years old, and I'm blessed to say that, because most people can't say that at my age, you know what I'm saying? So, like, there's one subject that we want to touch base on, and it's something that I don't even know about yet, but it's something that maybe he could teach me a little bit about: fatherhood. And it's funny, because he always thought that I'd had kids before him, but he had kids before me. So, bro, how's it feel? Tell me a little bit about how it is to be a dad.
Stressful, happy. I ain't gonna lie, you go through a lot of things. It's like you're teaching another human to do what you were taught to do, and having a kid young, it ain't for the weak. It ain't for the weak. I was 18 when I had my first kid, so it was a lot of emotions. I was working a lot, crying a lot, doing like, it was a stressful time being young, changing diapers, going to work, doing the same thing all over again every day. But made it happen, you know what I mean? So we're living, she's pretty, you know what I mean? Like, best daughter I could ever ask for, best son I can even ask for.
What was the feeling like when you first found out that you was gonna be a dad? How did you feel?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. My stomach dropped to my ass. My stomach dropped to my ass. It was just like that feeling, like, damn, like, you're really bringing another person into, like, you're bringing a person into this world. Like, not only did I have to grow up fast, but I had to grow up then and there, like, oh shit, I'm gonna be a father. Like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I gotta make sure that she has food. I gotta make sure she has clothes on her back. Like,
yeah, I feel that. So, like, I say, like, you got a little bit of scary in there, a little bit of scared, a little bit of
happy, a little bit of...
It's scary because having a daughter, as you know, it ain't for the weak, because then you got the boyfriends coming around, 16, 17 years old, sometimes earlier than that. And little girls go through that phase where they like a boy when they're mad young, and I'm the type of person to be like, I don't condone it, but then again, it's my daughter, so I gotta consider her feelings.
Right.
But this era, bro, like I was saying earlier, this era nowadays is different. It's different than what we grew up on.
Yeah.
So
it's different.
She's gonna be seeing different things than what we seen growing up. So
yeah, definitely.
Regardless, I try. Not even that. I try to keep her away from it. I do keep her away from it, but you can only do so much when kids start going to school. So, I mean, school really changes kids. I mean, that's why I'm really looking into homeschooling.
Yeah.
Because not that I don't want my kids not social, but I want them like.
It's not even about that, bro. It's the stuff that the schools is teaching these kids.
It's that too, but it's also teachers getting locked up for harassing kids and shit like that. I mean, like, I'm not the type of father.
We've seen that firsthand. I admire principals and stuff getting locked up for kids. It's just some crazy stuff.
Yeah,
like, we've seen that firsthand here. So I completely understand on that aspect. Then we still got, even back in our day, we'd had those school shooting things on the internet, and that still happens to this day. So even if I had a kid, I'd be scared. You know what I mean? Because those rumors, that just happened like a couple months ago, where the shit was around social media that schools was about to get shot up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that shit happens. So it's definitely scary thought to have your own in that bit. Like, I'd be posted up outside the school 8 hours, bro. Like, I'll protect mine. You know what I mean?
That's a subject that comes up often. Like, my daughter's reaching that age where she's gonna need to go to school, but like I said, homeschooling. That's why I'm looking into homeschooling, because she's social, but she needs to be with other kids a lot, because she's an energetic girl and she needs something to do at all times.
Right.
She's a happy girl at all times. She always wants to play, you know what I mean? But as far as learning goes, like, she's too smart for her age. That's another thing. Like, these kids nowadays, bro, too smart for their age.
The social media, bro, plays a part. I know. You have to say it, social media plays a part, man.
Yeah, but then again, I don't know if people consider YouTube social media, because it's not really social media. It's really like a Netflix type thing.
Yeah.
It's really like you can listen to music.
Yeah,
entertainment. That's really exactly what it is. But
so if you, not to cut you off, but if you had one message to spread to anybody that just maybe found out they was going to be a father at a young age or anything, like you said, you found out, how old was you when you first found out that you was going to have a kid?
I was 18 years old.
So what's one thing you could say to them that could help them out in the process of dealing with it?
Shit, step up. Make sure you're there for your baby mom or your girlfriend, wife, whatever the case may be that she is to you. Because women go through a lot when they have kids. Like, that postpartum is real. Like, postpartum isn't nothing to play with. Females sometimes want to kill herself off of postpartum. Like, it's not something to play with. It's really a mental game for two people. Like, you can't. That's another thing. You could be a dad, but you can't be a father. Not me, if you're not there.
Right.
So you know what I mean?
No, I understand that completely.
You got, if you're a father, you're gonna know.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna know what it's like.
Yeah. God ain't blessed me yet, but hopefully he bless me one day with a child. You know, we'll see. But so, I think that can basically just wrap up the video, man. I really appreciate you letting me come out here, chop it up with you. It's been a long time since we kicked it, like 6-7 years plus. I seen you at Eldridge a couple months ago, but that was like it. That like we gotta get together and do some fishing sometime for sure. Hopefully make it a little video or something. You know what I mean? Like the video and comment if you guys want to see us do a little fishing video or whatnot. Take them to some spots and hook them on to something. That'd be a good video actually. I think that'd be a fire video. Let me know what you guys think. So on top of that, yeah, I'll see you guys on the next.